This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So good, so good, so good.
New fall arrivals are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Get ready to save big with up to 60% off Vince, Kurt Geiger London, and more.
How did I not know Rack has Adidas?
Because there's always something new.
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock exclusive discounts on your favorite brands. Shop new arrivals first and more. Plus, get an extra 5% off every Rack purchase with a Nordstrom credit card. Great brands, great prices. That's why you Rack.
This is Optimal Health Daily, Best Morning Routine for Weight Loss, Part 2, by Cara Harvey of apurposedrivenmom.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. Hey there, happy Tuesday, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I simply read to you from the best health and fitness blogs for free. I cover fitness, nutrition, stress management, weight management, and lots more. Just like an audiobook, but from a bunch of different authors, and always with permission from the sites, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. Now don't forget, today's post is part 2 from yesterday. So if you're new here or skipping around, I'd recommend listening to yesterday's episode first. That's episode 1368. But if you're all caught up, let's jump right in and hear part 2 and continue optimizing your life. Best Morning Routine for Weight Loss, Part 2, by Cara Harvey of apurposedrivenmom.com. I used the habit stacking method to get my body used to getting up early, and it can work for you too. First, determine your end goal and what time you want to be getting up if everything was ideal, and compare that to where you are now. You'll then need to do some simple math and figure out how long it might take you to get to your goal. It is possible to change your morning wake-up time within as little as 1 month. Next, you're going to slowly start to wake up earlier. Seriously, just 5 to 10 minute changes every few days. This allows your body to get used to getting up earlier and doesn't feel as scary and daunting as attempting to wake up 2 hours before you do now. For example, say you now wake up at 7 a.m. and you want to wake up at 5 a.m. You know that you need to make up the 2-hour gap and want to do this within a month. That means you have to wake up about 5 minutes earlier every other day to hit your goal. So tomorrow, instead of waking up at 7 a.m., wake up at 6:55 a.m. 2 days later, wake up at 6:50 a.m. 2 days after that, 6:45 a.m., and so on. You'll do this until you hit that time you are aiming for. By telling yourself you only need 5 more minutes, you can get rid of excuses and take action. Types of exercise for busy folks. There are lots of different exercises that you can do as a busy parent, and they are simple to add into a morning routine. You can choose to work out at the gym or at home. If you are working out at the gym, sleep in your gym clothes so that you can wake up and be out the door before the kids wake up. This doesn't work in my house because my kids get up so early and my partner has to be out the door at 6:30. So I couldn't leave them without my partner. But if you have a partner who goes into work later than that, this is a totally doable plan. Predetermine what you're going to do so that you aren't wasting any time once you're at the gym. Find a class or download a workout plan that puts you in a good mood and something you won't dread. If you are attempting to do a workout you don't love, it's going to be so much easier to hit the snooze than get up. Find something fun and energizing, like morning yoga, or if you're into it, a dance class. If you choose to work out at home, you have a ton of options too. This is what I do because I don't have to worry about childcare or driving anywhere. I have days where I work out in my pajamas and look like a mess, but I don't care because no one sees me. I like streaming on-demand workouts and have used them for the past few years. I actually haven't worked out in a gym in years. I love working out at home and found that there are workouts I can do with my kids that encourage them to get involved. I like to lift weights, so I got a pair of speed weights to change the weight faster. We have a set at home and have used them for years. I bring these into our playroom each morning, and my kids watch their TV show, and I get in 30 to 40 minutes of a nice workout. Fasted versus non-fasted cardio. I find that fasted workouts work better for me and my metabolism and weight loss. If you need to eat something pre-workout, this is a great time for a small carbohydrate and protein combo. A small piece of whole grain toast topped with peanut butter should be enough to give you the energy to push through. I also have times where I take a pre-workout when it's been a long night and I'm extra tired. Whenever you decide to work out, know that it's possible to create a good routine around it. I suggest doing the workout in the mornings to take care of you first, but know that any movement is better than none. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled Best Morning Routine for Weight Loss by Cara Harvey of apurposedrivenmom.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. It can be difficult to find time to cook in the fall with busier routines, back to school, and shorter days. But no matter how hectic it gets, Factor makes it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious. They make it easy to support your wellness goals with a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp without any extra cost. For the first time, try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. If I wasn't already meal prepping weekly myself, it's what I'd use. Eat smart at factormeals.com/OHD50off and use code OHD50off to get 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code OHD50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed Sponsored Jobs helps you stand out and hire fast. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. One thing I love about Indeed is how it speeds up hiring. When I've hired in the past, the process was overwhelming, and I wish I'd used Indeed. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. Cara's stacking method for waking up early is very effective. In fact, I'll give credit to my mom for using this on me. When I was in grade school, summers were a time of staying up late and waking up late. After all, those were the days of having zero responsibilities. My brother and I, Justin of Optimal Living Daily, would have free reign to do pretty much whatever we wanted during the day. That meant by the time September rolled around and school was about to get started, we weren't ready for the early mornings that the school day required. So about 3 weeks before the first day of school, my mom would start to wake us up just a few minutes earlier each day. 5 or 10 minutes earlier was not dramatic enough for me to notice. But after 3 weeks, we were definitely more ready for those early school mornings. I can't say I was ready for those long school days, but at least getting up earlier wasn't nearly as painful. All right, that'll do it for me for today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening every day. Thank you for sharing this show with someone. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.